Yo, people. It's a guy IBK, man. I'm back. Mr. Beast, watch this video to feed one person in need. Okay, man, you gotta watch this, man. Last Mr. Beast content I reacted to was yeah, so the last Mr. Beast content I reacted to was when he came to Ghana to save children that are sold into slavery. The fishing, let's say the fishing industry slaving, like their parents abandoned them and then some people just get them and then sold them into slavery and then the life went downhill from there. Some of them died, some of them were rescued by the GMAD. Anyway, so he went to build them an hospital, a clinic, you know. So yeah, he was doing some philanthropy work. So now he has a new video which says watch this video to feed one person in need. I'm sure this is Africa also. It's in Africa. Anyways, let's check it out, man. Africa. Let's go.
Every single time someone watches this video, it helps feed someone in need.
Okay.
And since we get a lot of views, I brought a lot of people. Here you go.
Thank you.
No problem.
And if you're wondering how this works, every time someone watches this entire video, including you right now, money is generated. And as this video grows, that increasing amount of money will feed an astonishing amount of people.
Wow.
But that's not all it's gonna do. You watching this video will supply farmland, build massive kitchens, fill schools with food for their students, and save children from child labor. So honestly, I'm glad you're here.
There you go.
I'm also glad I'm here.
1,500 people have now been fed.
I'm very excited for the future.
And because of our meal program, the school attendance skyrocketed. So it only made sense to upgrade their classrooms.
They have so few desks at the school that some students literally have to sit on rocks. I assume you're not supposed to put 4 kids on one of these.
Of course, this is only supposed to take 2 kids,
Really?
not 4.
Can you ask them if they'd like new desks?
Mungependa kuletewa desks mpya?
I'll be right back then. Bring it on
Wow.
in!
We got some new desks for everybody! And now, even with all these new students, everyone has a place to sit.
How happy they are. Let's get downloaded.
Oh, I love this video!
This really puts into perspective the things we take for granted in America and Europe. Like something as simple as a new desk for their school so they don't have to sit on rocks.
Yeah, it was doing
It's
this.
literally making their week.
Thank you,
No
Jimo.
problem.
This means a lot.
All right, thanks for the help, guys. They're carrying all the way right now. You ready for your new desks? Yeah. Obviously, they can't feed all these kids breakfast and lunch every school
Wow.
day with this kitchen, which is why we built this brand new kitchen. And on top of
I remember growing up, you know, in Lagos, Nigeria, man. Like, fine, private schools are there. You know, they are. It's not like every part of Africa or West Africa that I know, Ghana or Nigeria, they are like this. No, like there are a lot of good schools, man. Like very good. But if you don't have money, you end up bringing your child to school like this, and then when you're in schools like this, no chair for you to eat. Most times we have to bring our own chair. Because I went to government school, my secondary schooling. I went to a public school, government school. So most times you have to bring your own chair and your own decks, and then, or you and your friend contribute money, you get something done, then you bring it to school. You know, it was crazy, man. If you don't have, you sit on the floor, you write your notes on the floor. Some have table decks but no chair, so you have to stand and write, or you bring your chair close to the wall, then you rest your back on the wall while you write. It was crazy, man. So things like this happen. Like, yeah, I've experienced things like this. Because some people say that, oh, Mr. Beast is making Africa look like we don't have anything. There are a lot of good, like, Africa is full of good schools, like plenty good schools. Good schools. I've been teaching in so many good schools with good chair, AC, you know, good learning environment, library. You know that those ones. But government schools need more infrastructure, more donations. People should stop embezzling money meant for education. So many things like that. So at least it's doing something good. Which I appreciate him for doing this, man. And people are happy. Everybody's happy. Good.
Bring it on in!
We got some new desks for everybody. And now, even with all these new students, everyone has a place to sit.
How happy they are.
This really puts into perspective the things we take for granted in America and Europe.
Yeah.
Like something as simple as a new desk for their school so they don't have to sit on rocks. It's literally making their week.
Yeah.
Thank you, Jim. This means a lot.
All right, thanks for the help, guys. They're carrying all the way right now.
Hey. Yeah,
You
strong
ready for your new
children.
desks? Yeah. Obviously, they can't feed all these kids breakfast and lunch every school day with this kitchen,
Typical.
which is why we built this brand new kitchen. And on top of
Wow.
revamping the school, we also dug a well here with water storage, plus a greenhouse, and pan the camera, a farm.
Wow.
We are hooking this school up with everything they need.
And for the
Everything.
influx of students at neighboring schools,
We're partnering with massive farms like this one. And this is Justice, he runs the farm.
Welcome to Olelesha Farm. We have two parts of the farm. One part of the farm goes directly to the schools, and the other part of the farm we specifically grow to sell to nearby communities, which helps to keep the
Smart.
nonprofit going.
and because right now these farms are using
So
manual
what? They
labor,
won't
which
start
is
the
not
children.
efficient enough to produce as much
So he's
food
going
as
to
the
do
schools
what?
need.
Brought you a brand new tractor.
Now
Now instead of people doing manual work like this, they can instead just use this tractor.
What previously took 45 minutes will now
45
just take 45
45
seconds.
seconds.
This tractor is more
Wow.
important than you may
Crazy.
realize. Just because we're taking the
Insane.
money from all the views on this video and giving it to school meal programs doesn't mean food just magically spawns out of thin air. The food has to come from somewhere, and in this case, it's coming from the increased yield on this tractor across this massive farm.
And to be sure this food reaches as many families as possible, we've got a special surprise for this school.
Everyone, come over here. Here are the keys to your brand new truck for the community.
Congratulations.
I want you to use this to feed all the community.
Thank you so much. We have a new truck.
This truck will enable the school to provide excess meals to families all over the community.
All
And inside
over.
of your guys' brand new truck is
There's
enough
another
food for over
food.
100,000 meals.
Charlie.
The community was so thankful, it gives me a go.
I have a go now.
And if you thought 100,000
We'll
meals
take
was
it
a
back to
lot,
you.
by the end of this video, because of your view, we will be giving away 1,000,000 meals.
That's
Million.
Kenya for you.
Let's head over to Ghana, where we also funded the construction
was
of not
Kenya.
just another kitchen
That's
and water
Ghana.
tank, but also a new farm for a
In
local school.
Ghana.
The cabbage we're planting here in around 2.5 months will look like this.
Wow.
Feed the students just from this small cabbage farm.
But unlike this farm, the millions of others all across Ghana don't share such a positive story.
It's a farming community. Most of the parents are cocoa farmers.
I know some people will say, oh my God, he said all of Ghana. He said all of Ghana. Yeah, definitely is overreaching that one there. But definitely is going to say all of Ghana, It's just this section or some part of Ghana that need, there are a lot of parts of Ghana definitely that need like things like this, Farm, tractor, to make things easier for the farming, building schools, good medical center. Yeah, but he was so excited that he said all of Ghana. I'm sure, like, it's not a big deal. All of Ghana. Ghana has cities like Accra, Kumasi, Takoradi. There are cities there that are like, well, at least developed to some sense, to some extent, like well developed, Yeah.
And sadly, the children are as well, playing a crucial role in generating their family's income.
4 out of 5 of your students, before they enrolled to this school, worked on a cacao farm.
Yeah.
And now, instead of working on a cocoa farm, they're getting an education just because we're giving them a
Wow.
free meal.
Yeah.
This food is increasing our enrollment. They bring the kids to school. and
Yes,
they're
they'll
still
be
in
so
school
happy
food.
to come.
And we found another way to help kids stay
How?
in school.
These are their brand new cows. We bought dozens of pairs of animals that we're gonna be gifting to these families. And with that extra income, they'll be able to send their kids to school as opposed to having them work on farms. Tomorrow will be their first day of school.
Yes.
Congrats.
All right.
And with so many animals
can
to give
sell them and
away,
make
I had
money.
to rely on Tariq for help, which was a mistake.
Tariq, bring out the next 10 goats at the same time. Oh man, that's a lot of goats. That's a lot of goats. Come on, goats. Come on, come on. Here we go. Oh, oh,
Gotta get the goats.
All right, Tariq, they got away. Tariq, you're fired.
Donald Trump, you fired.
Congrats on your brand new goats.
And I know the perfect way to celebrate our time in Ghana.
Have you guys had chocolate? Tell me what you guys
Oh,
think
is
of
that
it.
not fish
No
to
problem. Do you like the taste of it?
Fish
You
to
guys
do?
want to see the drone? If you look up, you can see yourself on the camera.
It's sad,
You are
but
welcome, you are
45% of children that
welcome,
live in
you are
cacao farming
welcome, my
households in Ghana
friend.
work in illegal child labor. So to fight this at Feastables, we are working with the farmers to establish child labor monitoring and remediation systems to get the kids out of child labor and into school.
It's been our prayer that we have school feeding for our learners, and now we have it. So we thank you so much, and we hope that this will continue for years.
years.
I hope forever.
And now that these families in Ghana have enough to eat, back in the United States, ending hunger requires solving a completely different problem. Believe it or not, America produces so much food that almost 40% of it simply gets thrown away. But if we could preserve just 10% of that, we could theoretically end hunger in the United States. And that brings us to the Philadelphia wholesale produce market,
One of the largest food marketplaces in
Wow.
America.
where every year up to 10 million pounds of unsold food is at risk of
But do you know how this is so sad? Like, you know, foods are going to like sometimes when you go to market, you can tell that. Well, I can't blame the market people too. Also, they want to make money. You can tell this food is going to waste. Like you can see it, but then you can reduce the price. Like, okay, bring this amount of money to get this. You know, like yeah. But some people they will still not want to do that, and the food will go to waste. So I understand this. Making sure that food don't go to waste. When it's about to get spoiled, they'll ship it out and give it out to people, you know. That's better than making it go to waste. Hoping that at the last minute somebody will come and buy everything also. Nah, like, can just give it out, you know. But then people too need money. So I understand why they also want to give it out, because they want money also. But a company like this, definitely they can give it out because they're making a lot of
going
money.
to waste. Which is where Evan and his nonprofit, Sharing Excess, come in.
If they don't have a place to sell it, it's the easiest option to throw it away.
Let's take these potatoes, for example. Some retailer might be like, hey, if they're within 1 month of expiring, we don't want it. But instead, you're like, yo, why not give it to people who are starving?
Yeah,
That's
man.
right, it's a no-brainer.
So Evan and his organization, Sharing Excess, collect millions of pounds of food that, for silly reasons, would have been thrown away.
What are we looking for? This looks good.
That looks good, so we're gonna put it in the good box.
Okay, this one looks a little
bad,
not good.
bad.
Not so good, throw it in the bin.
Okay, and that's all you do?
Yeah, if we make it more complicated, people wouldn't do it.
Wait, Tariq, why is your pepper so small? I think I got the biggest pepper out of the boys.
Everyone knows what you do with your pepper.
Wait, your pepper's deformed, Nolan. It's like curly. Yo, the boys wish they had a pepper this big.
Ow.
All this food is just what's been donated today from this building.
And there's even more out there, just we need more trucks to be able to pick up all of the food that's actually available.
This market and others like it have so much food that even the Sharing Excess organization can't distribute it all before it goes bad.
Wow.
But with just one more truck, they could rescue up to 7 million pounds of additional food every
he's
year.
going to
And
buy
maybe you
them.
can see where this is
Yeah,
going,
I
but
know
I
it's
made
going
sure
to.
Evan couldn't, as I led him to the surprise that I had prepared for him.
Evan, take off your blindfold and turn around. Look at your brand new truck.
And again, just by watching this video, you're helping us give more money to Sharing Excess so that they can continue to fill this truck with food for years to come. But let me show you what just one day with an additional food truck looks like. Starting with supplying the Double Trails Food Kitchen, where they cook gourmet meals for the needy every day.
Everything you see here would have been thrown away, but now it is a gourmet meal going to someone in need. This is crazy.
And while the meals we cooked fed 600 people, our one truck still had thousands of pounds of fresh produce to stock multiple community fridges, hand out directly to people on the streets, and even hosts our own food drive in North Carolina, where hundreds of people were in need of nutritious food. And you can help too with the help of DoorDash.
By watching this video right now, you're helping feed someone in need.
And
you know what? This is so funny. Like you going to a drive-through to get free fresh produce like foodstuffs. Man, yeah, you bought fuel in your car to go and take. Well, maybe because Mr. Beast is giving out food. Yeah, definitely. I see me also doing the same thing, going there because Mr. Beast is giving out the food. You know, understandable. But still, drive through for free fresh produce. That's so funny, man. Like, come on. Yeah, man. But I understand him giving the others like the food is about the fresh food, the fresh produce. They are going to get spoiled. Yeah, so they need to give it out to people that are going to like they have a kitchen at home to cook. Then they have time to go and cook in the house to make use of the foodstuffs. You can't give a homeless person. You can't give a homeless person fresh food. What's he go use and do? Eh? You can't. So it makes sense cooking for them, giving them food, something they can eat at that instance, and then giving the fresh produce to those that have the means to to use it to prepare food and eat. You know, makes sense, man.
for a limited time, if you purchase this hoodie available exclusively at Dash Mart on DoorDash, you're going to help to donate
100 meals like this to people in need. Some meals for you?
Appreciate it.
I'm noticing Evan's putting his sharing excess branding over the DoorDash hoodies. All right, here we go. Yeah.
That works,
there he
bro. That
is.
works.
Sorry, I had to pause the food drive to settle that.
Do you need a hat?
Scan the QR code or click the link in the description to purchase our hoodie on DoorDash now. Guys, let's help as many people in need as possible.
Yeah.
DoorDash's Project Dash, in just a few years, has helped to deliver over 100 million meals.
All of this food would have been thrown away. Isn't that crazy?
That is crazy,
Hey,
man.
do you watch the videos?
Yeah.
Do you know his name?
I actually don't know his name.
She took a picture of me. Neither do we.
And once the food drive was over, I still had 2 more surprises for Evan.
Evan, I have 2 checks for you. First, to get us to 1 million meals, here's a check for 600,000 meals. Before the video goes up, we said we'd do 1 million meals. I need you to do 600,000 of them.
We're on it.
And then after the video goes up, I don't know yet. It depends how many of them watch the video. So here's a blank check, and as they watch the video, I will fill it in so you can keep feeding people in need.
Oh my God,
So
guys,
it's 9 million
please watch
views.
this video. We can
Food
provide
is
so much food.
The dollar amount written here is up to you guys. Not only did DoorDash step up to help fund these meals, but so did a gentleman named Tony Robbins who has a message for you guys.
What you're doing is so important. Every view you watch is going to bring more meals. So I'm going to commit 10 million meals to you, matching funds for anybody that wants to join me here. Let's really do everything we can to get as many people helped as possible.
Make sure you share this video with your friends because of Tony Robbins and DoorDash. Every 20 views equals a meal to someone in need. Let's share this.
All right. We are going to try our best to share the video, man. Wow, this was a lovely watch, man. I enjoyed the moment he spent in Africa, you know, giving out food. Giving out food, you know, giving out decks and chair, you know, building medical centers, farm, buying tractor, buying a bus. Sorry. To move the food around, you know, to share, like, distribute the food around, man. Mr. Beast is doing a lot, man. Like, it's taking this philanthropy to the next level, man. Like, next level. Like, anyways, definitely he's going to make money from it. He's going to make money from it. But the fact that he's putting that money to good use, man, like, it takes someone with ambition, courage, you know, someone with a loving heart. Maybe he has a loving heart, you know, caring, you know. He has taken the responsibility of so many country leaders on his shoulder. So many leaders of many African countries. He has taken their responsibility and they're doing something about the poverty, you know. So yeah, man, that encouraged this guy. So he will keep on doing more. So yeah, well done, Mr. Beast. Yeah, man. And we out.